We shouldn't have a different justice system for the rich and the poor. That's so wrong. You damn well know if this was a poor person being accused of these things, they would be gone.
A poor person?
Yeah. They would be gone.
I mean, probably, yeah.
Tucked away forever.
Fucked up.
It's all classism, Willa, at the end of the day.
Well, it's not like they just held you down and fucking said, I'm raping you and rape you, right? Like, that's what they use to basically fucking defend
he admitted
other instances, you know what I mean? Of, like, I guess, lower forms of sexual...
He was bragging about it and saying how much he enjoys that crap.
He enjoys that they don't want it.
Yeah. So now we'll see how he fares in prison. I hope not very well, since he enjoys hurting women. And who knows how many dudes he's done this to. Each two. Let's just be honest.
Who knows?
He should be gone forever. That's true. Yeah, that's true, Willa. You never know who is secretly like this. No, you don't.
No, you don't.
That's why it's best to keep your circle small.
Yeah.
Just keep your circle small.
Assault, even though it's like, you know what I mean? Like, it's still sexual assault, but it's like a lower version of that. Like, if we're looking at this, like, weird hierarchy of rape, there's, like, the rape at the top. I guess of, like, a random stranger, what you would see in, like, the movies. Random stranger sees you in a fucking, dark alleyway, starts raping you. That is, like, at the that's at the height. The most common version of that also is the one rung above that, which is, like, a person that you know, but is doing the hold you down and brutally rape you. Okay? If we're doing a tier list of that,
I feel the same way, maybe. Jason is sweet. I know. And we have our circle small, because I don't want to deal with people like this. I really don't want to deal with people like this. It scares me.
Shit. It's very scary.
Like, who knows how far in debauchery a person like that will go to?
To the bottom.
Yeah, to the very
bottom. If they're
bottom.
willing to do this to a woman, it's to the bottom.
Yeah, exactly.
That's as demeaning as you pretty much can get.
Exactly.
Like, this is at the peak, okay? Even then, it's just still not enough for so many people. Vice World News has spoken to a friend who confirmed the details of the conversation. We are not naming her to protect her and Amelia's identities. Amelia said that for a very long time she was in denial about the alleged rape, feeling that acknowledging it happened would negatively define her. To this day, she struggles to even use what she refers to as the R word. It's like if this R word...
It would negatively define her. That does not define you. Oh, that poor thing.
Horrible.
Ugh.
Horrible.
That poor thing.
Is what happened to me, then that's what I am. She continued to see him for a number of months afterwards, including having consensual sex. This was partly, she said, to buttress her denial response to the alleged assault at the time. If I go and see him again, I want it this time. Then I'm not being degraded. Then it's not the R word, she said, explaining her thought process. So that's what I did. I was like, right, I'll see you again. You haven't taken that control out of me. You haven't hurt me. Of course, when they see that, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It's like the same as, again, this is why I said this is like a super common way that rape happens.
That's
sexual assault is not commonly in a fucking dark alleyway by a stranger.
No.
Sexual assault is most commonly conducted by
someone you know.
Close to the person. Boyfriends, partners, husbands. This is how it usually happens. Relatives.
Yep.
Okay? Friends. That is the most common instance. That is usually how it happens. It's someone you know. It's not someone you don't fucking know. It's not someone in a dark corner in a dark alleyway, a random stranger. This kind of thing.
That's rare. That's rare.
A lot rarer.
It's usually someone you know. Times I knew them.
Mm-hmm.
Happens regularly with victims of domestic abuse, with victims of domestic violence, with victims of sexual violence. They're traumatized, they don't know how to deal with it, so they continue trucking on as though things are normal and things are good, hoping that that will give them a sense of autonomy over their condition.
Yep.
So just
exactly.
Understand that.
Stockholm
so
Syndrome.
That, but they don't. Fiona Vera Gray, Deputy Director of London Metropolitan University's Child and Women Abuse Studies Unit, said Amelia's actions in the aftermath of the alleged rape were not an uncommon response. The social construction of a woman who has been raped is someone who is weak, who is stupid, who cannot protect herself, and that she is damaged goods. No one wants to identify with that.
No.
It makes absolute sense to me.
That's
and I'm sure
gotta
to anybody
change that
why you would want to
perception.
do what you can try to reclaim a sense of agency over that narrative. It sounds like that's
Well,
what
how
she's
do
trying
you
to do.
how do you take that? How do you change that perception of feeling like you're nothing when the perception is for a lot of people, if you dress that way, you deserve it?
Yeah, forget it. You're done.
Yeah. So with that perception that most people have,
A lot of people have.
yeah, that's why women feel that way, because
Yeah.
a lot of people have that perception. If you dress like that, you deserve it.
Well, that's insane. Insane. Thinking.
Well, that's how all sociopaths and narcissists are, Celeste. Is there the most important thing to know about them is they are insecure.
Yeah. Yeah.
To do before she got to a point where she was like, actually, there's no other way to understand this because I've been violated. Amelia said she eventually broke things off with Tate after he invited her to go away together for a weekend for the first time. That was when I woke up. I realized if I spent a whole weekend with him, I might end up in a hospital. It wasn't until 2014, about 6 months after the alleged rape, that Amelia filed a complaint with the Bedfordshire police, feeling that she finally had the strength and clarity to do so. But she found the experience extremely demoralizing, she said. At the time, she had only recently accepted what had happened to her after months of denial, was hugely traumatized.
You know what I'm wondering? I'm wondering if Rose McGowan said anything about this.
I don't know. Maybe.
You think she would?
Well, if it's not really in her universe, he's a conservative guy.
Yeah, but at the same time, she's very, like, for women who have been abused like this, you know?
Yeah.
And relied on a friend, a different person, than the one she called after the alleged rape to help speak on her behalf as a support person during the interview. At one stage, Amelia said the investigating officer asked her friend whether Amelia had learning difficulties because she had struggled speaking. That made me feel so small. Like, I can't even be emotional, Amelia recalled. I can't even feel how I'm feeling because you're trying to put me down. This perceived dismissive attitude combined with her trauma and ongoing fear of Tate left her feeling unable to pursue the complaint, and she instead opted to log it, recording the allegation with police to potentially pick up again where she felt stronger. Amelia focused on moving forward with her life, starting a new career, and moving to a new town. But in 2015, she received a call out of the blue from an officer of the neighboring police force, Hertfordshire Police. The officer told her the force was looking into complaints from 2 other women who also had made complaints of abuse, including one of rape and another of repeatedly strangling a woman against Tate, and asked whether Amelia would be happy with her complaint being included in that investigation. These are the same 2 women who went public with their experiences in interviews with Vice World News. I literally broke down and went, yes, I am, recalled Amelia. I felt stronger. I felt like, okay, I'm not alone now. I got 2 other girls. Amelia provided a video statement to the police at the time and handed over her phone. It contained voice notes and messages from Tate, including, according to Amelia, the same messages and voice notes that were reviewed by Vice World News, which appeared to corroborate her account. We've listened to some of those voice notes. These messages include an exchange that took place after an alleged sexual assault, and while they were still seeing each other, in which Tate wrote, I love R-wording you, and watching you let me, while still debating if it's a good idea or not. Monsters are monsters, he wrote. When you're under my control, I do whatever I please.
Yeah, this is...
Ugh. Ugh, and she had to be harassed by him.
This is a guy that fully let go. He let go of all of his humanity for the sake of sexual gratification. He let all of his morality go away, if he ever had any. If he ever had any.
It's not about sexual gratification.
Yeah, power.
It's about power and control.
Power. That's, yeah, true. That's true.
Another exchange took place after Amelia stopped seeing him. Tate initiated it, sending her an unsolicited video that showed him breaking a baseball bat on his shin and following it up with a voice note saying, I am one of the most dangerous men on the planet. Sometimes you forget exactly how lucky you were to get fucked by me. Not only is he like a violent, weird, like, he's like a violent fucking person, but he's also such a goober. Like, he's such a fucking loser, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
the stuff
this
he
is
does
loser
is
shit, bro.
false
You're
stuff,
not an
bad
anime
stuff.
villain, dog. You're a bald fucking weirdo. I'm not saying this to undermine the severity of the violent crimes that he has committed against women so frequently, but he's like such a chinless, such a chinless, bald, insecure motherfucker who's like, yeah, I'm a dangerous villain. It's like, what the fuck are you talking about, dude? You are literally like, you are such an insecure goober. Like, it is mind-boggling to me. He's goofy as fuck.
Ow!
Wait, he sent this to her? This is the video that he sent? Stop. Gotta be a different one, right? Because he looks like it's just an even bigger loser. I've never seen someone look like such a fucking loser while
Broke a baseball
doing
bat
a
with his
demonstration of strength like
Yeah,
this.
he
Holy
did.
That's
fuck.
strong as
When Amelia
fuck.
responded by writing that she
That's
wouldn't call it lucky to have been
strong,
strangled,
dude.
pinned down, and forced to do something you knew I didn't want to do,
Nuts.
Tate sent a voice note saying, "Am I a bad person? Because the more you didn't like it, the more I enjoyed it." He followed up with a voice note asking if she would like him to pin you down and make you do things you didn't like, and another telling her, "You didn't like that I was thinking I can do whatever I want to you. That's what it is. I'm the smartest person on this fucking planet." Dude, what the fuck? Does he have, like, is he bipolar or something? Like,
Probably.
what is this manic? This is, like, unironically, like, something that, I've heard people in manic states say, okay?
He's absolutely delusional at this point. Yeah, Rev didn't post anything on YouTube.
No, that's old. We don't have any delts or whatever.
Yeah.
Whatever.
I bet he wouldn't face a real man. Probably not.
No.
Might be just cocaine. I don't know what it is. Like, delusions of grandeur is that is what this is. It's like, I'm the most dangerous motherfucker on the planet. I'm the smartest motherfucker on the planet. Like, no, you're not. You are literally not a very intelligent person. You are demonstrably not a very smart person. And I say this as someone who is a dumbass, okay? I'm not a very smart person, but at least I'm smart enough to recognize that I'm not a very smart person. And even I was able to fucking destroy this fool, okay? So clearly, he's definitely not a very smart person. He then wrote, "You were my whore when I had my hands on you," before admonishing her in a voice note for being upset about the alleged rape. "Are you seriously so offended I strangled you a bit? You didn't fucking pass out. Chill the fuck out, Jesus Christ. I thought you were cool. What's wrong with you?" Hertfordshire police confirmed
How
the
is
vice...
your day? Our day is wonderful. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. How is your day?
World News that Amelia's complaint led to Tate being arrested on suspicion of rape in December 2015. The second time that year he was held, questioned, and then released under investigation following earlier complaints by the two other women. But despite the new allegation from Amelia being added to the investigation, the case moved slowly and police did not pass the case file to the CPS, whose job involves assessing whether there is a realistic prospect of conviction until 2019. That's like 4 years where, he is running free, doing whatever the fuck he wants. It's just so fucking
Boz
gross.
versus the world? Okay, I'll look into that.
When a delay was identified, action was taken to progress the investigation as quickly as possible. Hertfordshire police has previously acknowledged to Vice World News that it apologized to complainants over the delays in handling the case. Oh, they apologized. It's fine. In late 2019, Amelia was informed by police that the CPS had finally reached a decision. She had said she attended a meeting with a police officer who delivered the news that the CPS has declined to prosecute. Oh, that's so nice. Guys, it took 4 years for them to come up with, we're not going to fucking prosecute, actually. Thank you for your time. Rapist roams free. I went to the police officer. "Well, explain to me why you're letting a monster on the street," Amelia said. Amelia said the police officer even apologized for the decision and told her words to the effect of, "It's not that the police don't believe you. It's not that the CPS don't believe you. It's that there's an ounce of doubt in the case." Oh,
Oh, this
got
is
it.
Bill's.
According to Amelia, the officer said the element of doubt related to the fact that she had consensual sex with Tate in the wake of the alleged sexual assault, and that in sexual assault cases, the CPS was only prepared to prosecute when it felt 100% confident of success, because a trial resulting in an acquittal would only further traumatize the complainant. You know what doesn't traumatize the complainant, though? Letting the rapist go free after conducting a...
Well, thank you, Drag. No more Shanny and Rev videos on my page. Gonna be doing content with Nate the Lawyer.
That's a good call, I think.
Yeah.
That's a good call. He's highly successful. Man, how do these people... That has to be a person from Pennsylvania.
Jesus Christ. I'm so sick of people.
4-year halt on an investigation and then finally taking 4 years out to say, "Hey, by the way, we're not prosecuting." It's for your own good, by the way, that we're not prosecuting. That's fucking sick, dude. That's sick. That's cool. I love that. That's great. Thank you. Victims famously love when the person that they are trying to put behind bars so they like fucking stop other people from getting raped. They love when that person is not prosecuted. That's like their favorite thing. Amelia was left devastated by the decision, which she felt betrayed a lack of understanding of the psychology of abuse of men like Tate. Looking back, she said, exerted emotional control over her through his domineering and manipulative behavior. Tate is facing similar allegations of using physical violence and mental coercion to recruit and groom women into working for his sex webcam business in Romania. I was like, what's your excuse for this justice system? She recalled, no one has been manipulated before. No one's had Stockholm Syndrome before. No one's been abused
I love
before.
you.
Experts in the field of sexual violence say that the fact that Amelia had consensually slept with Tate again after the alleged rape should not be viewed as somebody undermining her case, somehow undermining her case. The fact that it had been was an indictment of the criminal system's handling of sexual assault cases. It shouldn't be seen as a weakness. She said, due to the justice system's flawed approach to rape.
FB is tedious. Yeah, I'm not dealing with that, man. Yeah, this is Hasanabi.
Mm-hmm.
Which heavily scrutinized the actions of the accuser rather than the accused. The overwhelming majority of cases were never
He's
prosecuted
just reading this
because of how they
article.
would likely play out in court.
Facts.
Trigger warning, but it feels mentioning regarding this police force. I know someone that lives in this area. This police force covers. They were recently called about their report of rape from 2011 because the offender had reoffended and was getting charged in 2021 for the third offense, all of rape, and they wanted her testimony to further charge him and put him away for longer. It ruined her entire year, mentally going back to what happened to her. Super fucked. 3, dude. 3 over the span. And then, like, I feel like you reopen these wounds, right? You're reopening trauma. And then on top of that, you also kind of feel like you're responsible because you didn't do enough. You know what I mean? You were unable to put this person behind bars to, like, get them to stop from doing the awful thing that they did to you.
How am I feeling today? My back has been killing me the last few days.
My baby.
Like, and I got a heater pad on my back and everything, but it's just another thing I have to talk about to the doctor about. I gotta laugh, though. Thank you, Port. Yeah, I hope they don't blow me off again.
No, I don't think so.
Beautiful watermelon, feisty Gavin. I miss them.
They're cuddling, I think.
Yeah, they were cuddling us today.
Yeah.
And that is another additional compounding factor here. Meanwhile, it's not your fault. And you should not have survivor's guilt. You should not feel bad about this. It is not your fault at all. It is absolutely the fault of the systems that we live under and the fucking police force that is supposed to be doing this. Sorry, the rest of it is an assessment of the systematic avoidance from UK authorities on behalf of, like, sexual assault.
Exactly, Coctopus Prime. They essentially just handed Tate's victims a "you're a victim" pamphlet and walked away.
That's how it happens.
Mm-hmm. You're a victim now. Here's a pamphlet.
Here you go.
Later, who dat? You have a good one.
Yeah.
Cases, and you already know. You already know how this fucking ends out. We covered it before. She said Amelia's story was appalling but unsurprising. In the wake of the 2019 decision by the CPS not to prosecute Tate, Amelia has focused on putting sexual assault behind her. But Tate's rise to global fame sent her recovery backwards. The online abuse of Tate's accusers by his army of supporters was hard to take. Like the 2 other women who filed complaints with police over Tate's alleged abuse, she feels that the failure of police and prosecutors to get justice in their case had allowed Tate to continue what now appears to be a clear pattern.
That's how most rape cases are.
Leading to his arrest in Romania last month.
I hate to say that. That's how most rape cases are in this country, in their country, and other countries.
That's a huge problem.
It is a huge problem.
Like, globally, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Globally.
Yeah. 2 out of 3 women.
That's so bad.
Have experienced some form of essay in
2
their
out of
life.
3 women.
Yep.
Have
Have experienced some form of essay.
That is so bad. There's literally no words for how bad that is.
Oh, I know.
Speaking culturally.
Not prosecuted, Melly. They're just like, we don't have enough evidence. He said, she said. Yeah. We get female M&Ms, but no rights to bodily autonomy. Well, yeah. All right, for female M&Ms, Celeste, we really broke that glass ceiling now.
Oh my goodness. Whoa.
You know that he is now a god complex, knowing that he can get.
See, ladies, we support you. We gave you M&Ms.
Okay, great.
Yeah, you're just like any other man that knows that women are mad at you and you give them chocolate. Thanks,
Chocolate.
asshole.
Chocolate.
away from any of this. Tate's arrest in Romania and the decision by our fellow complainants to come forward publicly with their allegations have been the only positive development since her ordeal began, she said, but made her hopeful that Tate would eventually be held accountable for his alleged abuse of women. Now, here is the clip, of course, famously, of Andrew Tate explaining why he moved to Romania. Now, that's the wild part about this, is that, like, he got away with doing, like, rape multiple times in the UK, and still was like, that's not enough. Like,
I
it's
have
not
to
enough.
brag about it.
The fucking
Wow.
demonstrable
Yeah. He just brags about it.
I don't know how. Like it is his status though, right? Because he's a famous conservative.
I guess so.
So he was literally, they just let him get away with it because of who he is and his money. That's so bad. That is so bad. There's no words for how bad.
Boys will be boys.
Yeah, okay.
Boys will be boys.
No, do you know the correct response?
Oh.
Remember Charles S. Dutton in Alien 3?
Hmm.
I have to re-educate some of the brothers.
There you go.
When they tried to gang rape Ripley.
Mm-hmm.
He took a lead pipe to their heads. Okay, that's the correct response.
Oh my God.
When you engage in behavior like this that's openly predatory and you're a bigger guy, you can impose your will.
Oh, okay. Be careful what you say, though. Okay?
You've been saying everything.
No, I haven't.
Yeah,
but...
you've been saying the R word constantly, honey.
Okay, I'm just being wise. Okay?
Whatever. I mean, this is a bad subject.
It is.
It's horrible.
It is. But I really wanted to know what's going on with this stuff.
Yeah, well, you're going to get into really bad shit then. I mean,
Obviously.
Yeah.
Obviously.
That's just going to happen.
I'm going to have to look at my...
I told you this was a total mistake.
Oh, yeah. But you know me, I like trying to be nice to people.
I know.
And it never seems to work very good with people anymore, is them being nice. That was weird, wasn't it? It's like, hello.
It crashed or something.
It seemed like it crashed. Freaking weird, bro. Yeah, there you go, Celeste. See, you gotta be careful sometimes.
Yeah.
Even though I agree with the sentiment.
Mm-hmm.
abject failure of the UK police force in prosecuting Andrew Tate for his sex crimes was not enough for him. He still felt like there was scrutiny. So he was like, I'm going to Romania instead. And if you don't believe me, listen to the man's words, okay?
This is probably 40% of the reason I moved to Romania, because in Eastern Europe, none of this garbage flies. If you go to the police and say he raped me back in 1988, because we should have done something about it then. If you go to the police and say he raped me yesterday, say, okay, if you got physical evidence, all right, is there CCTV proof? Where did it happen? Okay, let's go interview him right now. And if it wasn't really rape, we went to the club, we got drunk, she agreed to go back to my house, we started having sex, and then we carried on having sex, and then we had sex, and she didn't say anything wrong, and then she texted me afterwards, and I didn't text back, and now she's saying I raped her. The police are like, okay, she's an idiot, bye. But no, not in the West. In the West, you can tell them that exact story, you're still fucked. You're fucked in the West. When people say, why did you in Romania? And I explain my 5 reasons. One of them is the Me Too era. They go, oh, well, you're a rapist. I say, no, I'm not a fucking rapist. But I like the idea of being able to just say, to do what I want. I like being free. And if you're a man living in England or Germany or America or any of the Western world right now, you've decided to live in a country where any woman, any ex, any fucking bitch who works at Greg's who you bought a pasty from, at some point in the future can destroy your life. This Me Too era bullshit has not protected women. It's just destroyed the safety of men.
There you go. You know, forget.
Whoa.
Wow! It destroyed the safety of men. You mean getting caught?
Mm.
Women are finally deciding that it's okay to speak up about shit that we were told we had to be silent about?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'm sorry that it makes you look bad. Maybe you shouldn't be doing bad things to women.
Weird. It's like
Ugh. Pig. Ugh.
Give me, but every time new information comes out about this Tate guy, I think to myself, he doesn't strike me as a good fellow. Here are some of the shocking new transcripts from the Tate brothers case. Do you want me to be your slave or your wife? I didn't like that the girls called you our king. Here's some evidence presented by the DICOT prosecutors that Tate was behaving in an aggressive, engaging in an aggressive behavior on a regular basis. There, the man who tried to convince her to tattoo.
Later, maybe. I understand if this is triggering it. I just. It needs to be shown.
It's a story.
His name, as he had done with the girls, told her that she was a slave. Andrew Tate, you need a big clap or my name. Girl, no tattoos, baby. I hate tattoos. I'm cool with people, but not me. Andrew Tate, if I told you to put my name in a tattoo, you would. So you better hope I don't want that. And I don't yet. Girl, so you don't want what I want? Andrew Tate, you want what I want. Girl, then it's good. You don't want me to get a tattoo. Not yet. It would be important to me. But first, I need to see that you're worth it. Where's my dinner? Baby, don't talk like that, please. You know I want to make you dinner. Just waiting to get to you. Slave. Girl says, please. Andrew says, belt. Girl says, do you want me to be your slave or your wife? Andrew Tate says, you'll do whatever I tell you, which is the same thing. If I choose a woman to be my wife, she will love me enough to let me do what I want. I will decide if she's a slave. Hey, guys, remember when everyone was like, oh, he's just joking, right?
Ugh. Don't get married, Andrew. Just don't get married and don't touch another woman again. They should just lock him up in a room with a sex doll and let him have his way.
Yeah, pretty much. Whoa.
What a fucking freak.
Yeah.
He hates women.
Yeah, that's the bottom line.
It's clear.
Yeah. And who knows how he got like that, or if he's just like
Yeah.
that. That's where he's at.
He needs to learn the value of someone other than himself. I agree with that. And I hate to say this. I feel the same way regarding Chantel. Like, she really needs to learn the value of someone other than herself. Because she doesn't give a fuck about anyone but herself.
Mm.
Oh, I feel the same way, Iconic. But if we don't speak about this, and if we don't put this stuff out here and out there and show that it should not be condoned in society at all,
Mm-hmm.
it's going to continue to happen if we don't stand up for ourselves as women.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? It needs to be spoken about.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, as triggering it can be, it still needs to be taken and spoken about so this stuff doesn't happen anymore. Yeah, the video is almost over, praise God.
Yeah,
I'll put something lighthearted on after.
probably that's a good idea.
Yeah. Hi, Shanny fan. You're welcome. Iconic.
Just joking about this stuff. Well, it turns out he's not fucking joking. Like, he's just like, straight up, this is how we behave. Which brings us to an impasse. This is the point where we all recognize there are people out there who recognize that this is real and not a joke and go, I fucking like that. You have to accept that you're mine forever, no matter what I do, and if you want me to behave more nicely, you will convince me with tenderness. In the context of the discussion, Andrew Tate explained to his slave what the girls he lived will do in the studio. Girl, don't get angry. I'm just curious. I want to know why you brought me here to this house. If you respected me, you'd ask me first if I was okay with this. It's a little weird for me to have you hang out with girls who work for you, especially since you had a thing with one of them. He told me there was nothing between the two of you and that you take care of her like a brother. I'm not stupid. I know there was something more. That was in the past. You put me in the same house as your ex, who is still in love with you. I mean, for real, you know that. You're not listening to me. I didn't like the fact that girls called you our king.
Oh, man, she's calling him out, man.
Did R. Kelly actually talk to girls like that, Drag? Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Man.
She's not much of an ex if he's still living with her, man.
Yeah.
Ugh.
She don't want to be in that situation, all right?
Yeah, it doesn't look like it.
She doesn't want to be.
No, she's done. It sounds like. Ugh.
I mean, I don't like to share, but I knew you wanted this, and I did it for you. Brothers Andrew and Tristan Tate, as well as Luana Alexandra Radu, a former police officer of the 7th Precinct, and Georgiana Nagel were remanded in custody 2 days before the new year, after being accused of having in 2021 constituted criminal group organized to commit crime of human trafficking in the territory of Romania. We already covered all that. And the victims were later transported to and housed in buildings in Infalf County, where they by exercising acts of physical violence and mental coercion through intimidation, constant surveillance, control, and invoking alleged debts, they were sexually exploited by the group members by forcing them to do pornographic manifestations with a view to the production and dissemination through social media platforms. Also, Andrew Tate's stance keep crying that the U.S. Embassy in Romania set him up as a part of some conspiracy. Here's his own lawyer explaining that the Tate brothers immediately requested.
No, it's not a conspiracy. You got caught doing this stuff.
Yeah.
And people don't like being treated like that.
Yeah, he wants to go away. And I don't think it's going to.
No.
Granted, U.S. consular assistance
This
after
is the
being
same
arrested.
shit that Trump
I love
does.
that the American system is so powerful that, like, even if you had an American passport at a certain point, even if you're from fucking Gary, Indiana, it doesn't matter. Even if you're, like, genuinely arrested on, like, decent charges after, like, a long-ass fucking investigation, the American consulate, the American embassy will still protect you as an American citizen, okay? Uncle Sam does not give a fuck. God damn, brother. That's crazy, okay? They're like, oh, you were doing sex trafficking in Romania? Well, guess what? They fucking suck. That's Romania. We will protect you. Well, it wouldn't be the first time the State Department used a sex trafficker. Maybe that's the new Jeffrey Epstein. You know, we've all been wondering who the new Jeffrey Epstein is. Will he remain in the shadows or will he be prominent? If Andrew Tate gets out of prison easily in Romania and starts operating in American jurisdiction, there you have it. You will have your answer. Andrew Tate says he has a lot of respect for the Ugandan theocratic warlord Joseph Kony. Both of Andrew Tate's judges are female, but it was no effect their lawyer. Oh, dude, okay, that's kind of funny. Both of his fucking judges are women. Oh, that's awesome. Bite him?
That's God's justice.
Yeah, damn
right
it.
there.
Yeah, absolutely.
Here, you get women. How about that?
To judge you
Yeah,
when you victimized them.
yeah. You like that, Andrew Tate? You like being judged by women? Like all the times you did that to women? Oh, I hope they enjoy
Putting them away. Yeah.
watching you upset over it.
Mm-hmm.
First of all, I have said this already. Andrew Tate is a professional kickboxer. Like, there is no... Like, I would not win that fight. I don't know why some of you dumb, ape-brained idiots think that that is alone for him to be the champion then. Also, how am I going to fight him? You want me to go to fucking Romania and, like, get myself in prison? You want me to go commit crimes in Romania so I can be in prison so we can have a fucking bare-knuckle brawl in prison? Is that what you want me to do? Yeah, let me just drop everything. That's not going to change the reality that he is a rapist and a sex trafficker. You know what I mean? That's not going to change anything. You know that, right? Like, I know how much you want to feel like might makes right, but... First of all, by those standards, I still beat your fucking pasty little ass, okay? So remember that. Just because, like, a professional kickboxer, I admit that professional kickboxer could beat my ass, doesn't change the reality that, like, you know, you can. You're just a fan of his. You don't have the Bugatti. You don't even have the fucking sex trafficking ring that he has. You have nothing. You're just a guy on the internet repeating what he says, thinking that that makes you him. You are not him. So just remember that. Why do autistic people always want to fight you? It's because they don't have the good kind, okay? Like being interested in city planning, trains, that sort of thing. And they have the bad kind, which is being interested in 4chan and poll memes and thinking that that is a good substitute for a personality.
Mm-hmm. Nuts.
Alright, let me find something lighthearted. That was harsh. Man, that was hard to take.
Mm-hmm.
That was very hard to take.
He literally just admitted everything.
He did, and he's hopefully not going to get away with it anymore, but
I don't think so.
it's hard to watch something lighthearted when everything is so fucking dark.
This is out.
I know it's out.
I'm sad.
I know you're sad.
Baby,
You're a good boy, though.
you're a good girl.
I love you.
I love you.
Something not so dark. I can't find anything.
You got a lot of dark shit.
I know, so freaking dark.
No,
I usually have something lighthearted.
Yeah.
I mean, there's Amber Lynn, but
Yeah, she's kind of lighthearted, yeah.
but I don't want to play her shit
No, of course not.
either.
No. Don't disrespect the Amber Lynn.
Nah.
Family murder, there we go.
That's lighthearted.
Alright.
There you go, Jason.
Oh my god. Holy shnikes, bro. Can we get a gaming video or something?
Can you start a fire with a power drill?
All right, that fits.
Yeah.
And girls like Tyler, go figure. Jesus, I thought ladies.
It's the
standards
beard.
were
Welcome back to
higher
the
than
channel.
that.
If you've ever seen any of these survival
That's cool.
It's the beard,
He's
man.
got something. Yeah. No way.
Why would I want to be near that fucking nutcase? And why I don't even debate. I think people who know me know how I feel about fucking debate. You know?
You want to unhide that person, see how they are?
No.
No. Well, that's your call.
Ban evader.
Yeah, I see what it says.
Oops. I just banned drag by accident.
Whoops.
Now the question is, should I leave him on ban?
No,
Okay, I'll unban him.
he's been fine. It's not fair, you know.
No.
Oh my god.
I'm really sick of people's bullshit, though.
Let's just get along, man. It's nice when we get along, you know?
It is. But people don't want to be genuine. There you go. Unbanned.
Okay.
I don't debate, so. And I don't want to talk to some. I don't want. I want nothing to do with that person, so. There's that.
Debate is reprobate.
Exactly.
Yeah.
shows before,
That was a
like
sleight of
Dual
finger
Survival,
drag.
Survivor Man, anything like that.
Why give that attention? Monger attention.
Mhm.
All he's gonna do is abuse you anyway.
Whenever they're making a fire, they usually use two methods to make fire. They usually either use a ferrocerium rod like this, where they can throw sparks, or they'll use some form of friction fire, whether it's a bow drill or a hand drill or something along those lines, but they all make it look easy. So in today's video, what I want to test is how hard is it really to make friction fire? Okay, so to show the differences between the two, first we're going to start a fire with a ferrocerium rod. I just have a little piece of tinder resting on this brick. I have a ferrocerium rod.
So, okay, so he's gonna see if a power drill can have enough friction to cause a fire.
Apparently.
What's he gonna spin on the fucking drill?
I have no idea.
And just like that, you have fire. Now you can see, as long as you have dry tinder, that is very fast and very easy. And now we're going to go on to the bow drill, and we're going to see how hard it really is to make a friction fire. I have some tinder right here, just like last time. And keep in mind, this is all under
He actually has
perfect
one of those.
conditions, because I have a pre-made bow drill that has a separate handle that moves, that also has bearings on it. Everything is dry. My fireboard is clamped down to a table, so everything, this is all perfect conditions. And we're going to see how hard it is under perfect conditions. So if it's extremely hard under perfect conditions, you know it's going to be hard out in the woods.
I've never tried that before. It's starting a fire that way. I've always wanted to.
I did it in school, man. Yeah.
You know what? I'm realizing something. If I was trapped on an island, a deserted island, what I would want is a magnifying glass. Starts fire really good.
Yeah, definitely.
Mm-hmm.
Woods. So far what my plan is I'm just going to put this tinder bundle right here, and I'm going to use this spot on the fireboard, and then hopefully once I get an ember, then I can just use my knife and kind of flick it out into my tinder bundle, but we'll see how it goes. So let's just get this right here. Ooh, it's starting to get hot. Alright, now that I've shed a layer, let's get back into it.
If it gets cloudy, shit. Oh, it broke.
Oh, the rope broke. Just as we were starting to get the smoke.
Well, you see some burnt marks there. It's black. Blackened.
Yeah.
And it broke.
That's disappointing.
Reminds me of Outcast. Yeah, when Tom Hanks.
Oh, Castaway.
Or Castaway, yeah. Castaway.
Fire, I made fire.
Yeah.
Oh.
He's just rubbing the sticks together.
Yeah. He fucking got it.
Yeah, he did.
And we're back. So, since the rope broke, what I did was I took a piece of this conduit and just drilled a hole in either end, and then, I don't know if you can see it, and then put a piece of paracord through here, and then wound it across our wooden rod.
Wilson!
And this way,
He fixed it.
and of course, that note
Nice-
had to break just
nice
as soon as we were starting to
PCP
get some smoke. So now I have a longer stroke, and we should be able to make fire a little bit faster. So here we go for trial number 2.
He's got a longer stroke now, guys.
Longer stroke.
Longer stroke game. Ah, I see smoke.
Yep.
I think we made it all the way. I think we went all the way through the table. Well, I didn't get an ember, but I definitely got a nice little hole in my table.
Wow.
Nice.
I just drilled right through the wood. So that kind of sucks. Okay, so since using a bow drill failed, I'm just going to say, screw that. I'm not going to do it the traditional way. I'm going to do it my way. So we don't need this. We don't need any of that. We're just going to use an actual drill.
Oh my Jesus.
We'll just chuck this up onto our wood.
There you go. That's how you do it. That's how you cause a fire. Is you do it with the freaking power drill, bro.
I guess.
Wonder how fast that's gonna be.
Pretty fast, probably.
Alright.
Make a friction fire this way.
Oh, cool. It's like a tornado of smoke.
Yeah.
There's still no numbers. No signs of fire, even with power drill. Well, there's still nothing. So I'm gonna switch. Maybe try this.
Oh, that's beautiful. It's not working very well,
Still
Tyler.
not a single ember.
I think it might be the type of wood he's using.
Maybe.
Like, maybe if he had a more, like, harder wood. Have a flintstone on your purse and may save your life one day. That's true, Melly. Like, I think it might be the wood. That is a soft wood.
Yeah, it might be the wood.
So it's just burning a hole through it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Need stronger wood, Tyler.
Raw wood.
Stronger wood.
I'm gonna go for one last attempt because I'm sure there's somebody watching that does this the normal way and it's probably easy and they're probably absolutely dying on the inside watching me struggle with this. So I'm gonna give it one last try. The tip of this was getting pretty sharp, so I made it more dull. I'm hoping that'll help and keep it from just burning through the wood so fast. So here.
It's okay, Tyler. Most men burn through their wood real fast. His wood isn't hard enough.
Hard wood.
He does. Has he tried shoving metal through the end of his wood? Well, I mean, it's a drill. Wood. Get it, Tyler. Yeah, bro. That's so pretty.
I think this one drilled through the wood too.
It burnt through because your wood is soft. You know, usually when you're doing that to like a log.
Mm-hmm.
To the log, log, log. It's log, log. It's better than good. It's
Bad, it's good.
It's good. It's log, log. It's better than bad. It's good.
Yeah.
Everybody wants a log. You're gonna need a log, 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 log. If you don't know what that's from,
From Blammo.
that's right.
Thicker wood.
Yeah, it's burned all the way through the brick.
So it turns out.
Oh, I got a medication, that's all.
He's a sad boy. He doesn't have his.
Yeah, because we didn't have much this morning at all. It was like little bitty puffs. And it's like, it's not. Whatever.
Ren and Stimpy. Yas.
Yeah.
Slinky.
Well, this video turned into a complete dumpster fire really quick. This didn't go any way that I
The
expected
type of
it to
wood
go,
you had.
or any way that I had planned for it to go. So what we've learned is that friction fire is much harder than I thought it was, and if you want to start a fire, use a blowtorch. It's much easier and it's much faster. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.
Okay, so we all know to use our wood torches.
Yeah, we understand this now.
Yes.
Good.
What happens when you put a drill in the microwave?
What?
He puts
Alright,
a
guys,
drill in the
welcome back to the
microwave?
channel. Today's video is going to be quick and simple.
Okay.
You guys said you wanted to see more stuff in the microwave, so what we're going to do today is figure out what happens if you put a power drill in the microwave. Let's get started. Alright, we have our drill in our microwave. Let's get this in here.
Good thing he went outside 10 feet away from his home. If there's an explosion...
Battery.
Yeah. I don't think this is going to be good.
I have no idea.
Well, there's a huge battery within it.
Yeah, that's right. It usually clips on the bottom of those things.
He's nuts.
Yeah.
What if that thing explodes and the freaking thing goes right to his face or something?
Probably won't. Probably
Do not do this at home, folks.
No.
This is dumb shit.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see what happens. I think 20 minutes should be good enough.
It's raining too. That makes it even better. A microwave. Okay. So let's get this right. It's the microwave in the rain with a power drill with a nice huge lithium battery in the socket. And he's putting it in the microwave in the rain.
Mm-hmm. Correct.
That's some fuckboy shit.
Stupid.
It really is. Maybe he does have a shield behind the camera. I hope so. That's what Mythbusters would do.
Mm-hmm.
They would realize this may not go right.
Mm-hmm.
100% fuckboy shit.
I know you can't smell it, but it's definitely burning.
I see smoke.
Yeah.
Oh my god, it's burning. Holy shit.
Well, it's smoking an awful lot, so let's check on
Is
it and
that
see what's going on.
snow?
Yeah. It's really...
Jesus.
Oh, it's a lot of smoke.
No. You think? Ah, it's a lot of smoke. I put a drill in the microwave and it's full of smoke. That's unusual.
No, that doesn't make sense.
Nah, man.
It's a defective microwave.
Oh my, coctopus. Wifey needs to help you out. He just goes over there and turns it off like
Still
nothing
a little
happened.
undercooked.
Yeah, you think, Tyler? The kids aren't in school today. Sorry, bud. Ah!
Alright, it's been about 10 minutes. Let's turn this off and check the damage. Oh, look at all that smoke. Oh, wow.
My
I'll let
God.
the smoke clear out, and then I'll bring you guys up close. Alright, all the smoke's out. Let's see what we're working with here.
It's melted.
Oh, it looks pretty melted.
It's melted to the microwave.
I don't know if I'm going to be able to get this thing out of here.
Holy shit.
He melted it to the microwave. Damn.
That's pretty funny.
Now, the question is, do you think he's going to be able to remove it?
I have no idea.
Or do you think it's going to be permanently melted in the microwave?
I have no clue.
He just ruined his microwave, bro.
Yeah.
There's my drill microwave. I fused it together in a vicious experiment. You know, he's like Frankenstein, but with microwave drill technology.
Mm-hmm.
Seems to be melted. I'm going to have to get some tools. So this drill is stuck in here pretty good. So I have a hammer to try to extract this drill out of here. See what we can do.
Get it. There we go. Use a hammer. Perfect.
Oh, not the door. I'm not trying to break the door. No.
Oh no, you broke the door by hammering equipment that shouldn't be hammered. What a shock, Tyler. I have to pee. Can you give the folks some company?
Yeah, okay.
He is sleepy. He wants his Delta.
Yeah, that's his $27.
Fucking hate that. Ow! Ow! Okay. I'm doing it.
All right.
Oh. Oh.
I mean, she's gonna hear the guy talk, Dragnot. Eeyore. I'll take that. I like Eeyore. Well, I mean, Shanny knows this. Like my favorite thing when I was looking at it, I like checking out the Jiggly Girls stuff. Jiggly Jiggly Girls. That was my favorite stuff. You know, being honest. They did a lot of like Street Fighter stuff. No, it's like, well, if you type Jiggly Girls into Google Images, you get a bunch of stuff. You know what I mean? You get a lot of stuff. But yeah, I definitely like that shit. When I was into it. The 6 in a day? I don't know, man. I mean, when I had the torso, I was, you know, whatever. Probably more than that. I don't know. I'm a Dorito. Hey, what's up, money motivated? Well, it's because I'm married. It's like weird, you know? No, I don't, yeah, Drag. I don't know if they do video of Jiggly Girl stuff. It's mostly like it's not even, yeah, a lot of it is like full hentai. It's hentai, you know, but it's images. I don't think they might have animations. They might. I don't know. Baby. Okay.
I need to sit.
Yeah, that's.
Oh.
It's for, like, it is fine. You know, hentai is fine for people that are, you know. I don't think I should look at that now because, you know, I'm married.
Oh. Oh.
They look like stuff from the early 2000s. I don't know. I kind of I was into that.
Oh.
Yeah, it does drag. It depends on the relationship, of course. This is drag. Finds all kind. Mrs. Drag, attractive things on the internet, and I don't mind at all. Yeah, that's entirely your relationship, you know. Yeah, you can be like that if you can have no problem with your guy looking at porn. That's cool. That's you.
Oh my god.
That's you.
You're so insecure, Drag.
No, that's not. It wasn't Dragnet that said that.
Oh. Whoever's saying it is insecure about their manhood. Maybe you're just feeling a little guilty in your conscience anyway.
Yeah, it happens, dude.
I can't break the microwave. I need the microwave. You know, if you told me a year ago that I would be trying to extract a melted drill out of a microwave, I would never believe you. But here I am. I wish I had like a pry bar. Well, I don't have a pry bar, but I do have this knife. Maybe this will work.
Oh Lord.
You know, like a wedge.
Oh, you got like 2 inches on me, Octopus. Good job.
Oh, I think it's working. Aha.
How many subs does he have? 750,000.
Yeah, he's getting to 1 million. That's cool.
Yeah, man.
It's awesome.
He is. He's getting to 1 million. He deserves it. He puts a lot of work in there.
There's a ton of work in it. Yeah, and cleaning up and shit.
Yeah. He's trying to get a melted grill out of his microwave because he melted it in his microwave.
Amazing.
It's what it is.
Yeah, I'm kind of going into myself because I don't have medication, and so if you see a change in me, that's what it is. Okay. That's just straight up with you. I'll tell you the truth. I get a little less talkative when I'm not medicated, so that's that. Thank you,
Holy shit.
bro.
Is she okay? Lisa Marie Presley had a heart attack. She's in the hospital right now. I hope she makes it.
Yeah, me too. Nah, Drag, we're dry now. We got dry, bro.
Oh my god, I'm so sorry. Please, Jesus, help her. She's got children, Lord. Amen. She's gonna go down like her dad. Cardiac arrest.
Lisa Marie?
Yeah, she just had a heart attack.
Oh, shit.
And she's in
sorry,
the hospital.
I didn't hear. I was paying attention.
Yeah.
Sorry. I'm sorry. Yeah, I hope she gets better. That's horrible.
It runs in the family, though.
Heart disease.
Yep. Well, yeah, at least she
oh
won't
my
be.
God.
That's so off.
I just love Elvis. I would go. I just have a love for Elvis.
I just have fallen in love with
It's not comfortable being in a band, man.
Maybe he did have a poopgasm and that was the last of it. I don't know.
It worked.
He got it out.
I think it's stuck. Yeah, it's stuck to the rotary mechanism inside the microwave. That's a pretty good trophy.
Wow. Wow. Well, it's beautiful.
So, in conclusion, this is what happens whenever you put a drill in the microwave. I know it didn't catch on fire. I was really hoping it would. So, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you in the next one.
Well, he rescued the drill at the end of the thing.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
I'm very happy for him.
The CIA knows about the end of the world? Probably. I think we're at the end of the world.
We're somewhere in there.
We really are.
I think.
Dark Tales from Ohio?
I believe it.
I want to move to Ohio. Why do you want to move to Ohio? Okay. I think we'll do the Dark Side Tales from Ohio.
Holy Lord.
Watch out, Ohioans. You're being going after.
What?
I don't know. Is it Ohioans or is it Ohioers?
Ohioans. Cleveland rocks.
Cleveland rocks.
Who knows?
Yeah, who knows? Hampshirites? Hampshires? I don't know. Hampshirers? Hampers? That right there is creepy as fuck. The pink fucking Care Bear with the plane right there. That's an evil fucking Care Bear. Right then.
It's pretty weird.
Proof. Proof. Proof we are in hell on earth.
Oh my god. That's crazy.
New Hampshireans.
New Hampshirites. New Hampshirites.
The hamsters.
Hamsters. There you go.
Oh, that's beautiful. People digging up dead bodies, I see.
That's great.
Ah, no.
We got bodies.
I mean, what else is there to do in Ohio, really? Is there anything to do in Ohio?
I'm not the authority to go to on that. I guess ask Drew Carey. What the hell do you do in Ohio, Drew?
Yeah, what the hell do you do in Ohio?
Not sure. To be honest.
Is Ohio even real, or is it the Matrix? Good point, Celeste.
Yeah, that is a good point.
Poor Ohio. Their gas prices are really cheap, though. I'll say that.
Mm.
Ohio is for lovers. That's Virginia. Virginia is for lovers.
Mm-hmm.
Ohio is for
Bored people.
maybe they're people. That's the type of people. Maybe they're people.
Mm-hmm.
You make babies in Ohio. That's pretty much all you can do. Fuck, drink, smoke some weed, and I guess murder people.
Oh my god. It's rough.
Awful. The fortune teller.
In Williams County, in the northwestern corner of Ohio, on the morning of Sunday, June the 20th, 1847.
I love how it's always some English person talking about America.
That is pretty funny. Yeah.
It's like, bruh,
British.
bruh.
Let's talk about the Yanks again. The crazy Yanks.
5-year-old David Shamp, son of Peter and Anne Shamp, went missing from the front yard of their home. The Shamps were wealthy people and owned a large home in Jefferson Township. The people of the town searched
Shout
for
out to Lucas County. Woo woo, Lucas County. Woo woo. I have no idea what Lucas County is. Is that in Ohio?
It's probably gotta be.
It probably is in Ohio.
Why wouldn't? I mean, we're talking about Ohio, so.
We are talking about Ohio. Hi, watermelon baby goes. It's in Toledo. Ah. Had no idea.
Okay.
I just drive through Ohio. I never just stay and wonder what's going on there.
streams.
It's like, oh yeah, 2 hours to get through this state. All right, we got this shit.
Yeah.
Pretty much my relationship with Ohio is, yay, it's 2 hours to get out of this state.
Mm-hmm.
Wednesday, the 23rd of June. This is when they looked to their own community with suspicion, especially to the, quote, half-witted 18-year-old Daniel Heckerthorne. When he was confronted, Daniel wasted no time in telling everyone that he had lured the boy into the woods close to the Shamp family home, where he killed him by bashing his head against a tree. He then described how he had disposed of the body. The explanation he gave would have probably been enough to close the case. But after Daniel had directed police to the body, and an inquest was held following his arrest, he finally opened up about a secret he had promised to keep. He spoke of his newfound friendship with a man named Andrew F. Tyler. Now Tyler was a wanderer, a self-proclaimed clairvoyant and traveling fortune teller.
Oh, don't trust him. Don't trust him, man. He's gonna turn you into just bad stuff.
Yeah.
Not much is known of Tyler's life before 1847, but it was rumoured that he had a wife and child in Morgan County.
He had
and
a
had
wife
served
and
as a
child?
private in the U.S. Army, entering the service to evade capture for crimes committed in Michigan. Tyler, who was said to be about 35 years old, had come to Williams County in June of 47, plying his fortune-telling trade among the pioneer settlers of Jefferson Township and West Unity. One of his customers was Peter Shamp. When he visited the Shamp farmhouse just southwest of West Unity, he couldn't help but notice the comfort the family lived in. Indeed, Peter was a wealthy man. As well as having established a successful farming business since 1844, which is when the family had moved to Ohio from New Jersey, he was also a shoemaker and veterinarian. On leaving the Shamp household, Andrew Tyler travelled to other residents in the area, stopping at the home of Adam Heckerthorne. There he met
Heckerthorne.
Adam's 18-year-old brother Daniel, a young man reportedly of limited mental capacity. The young Heckerthorne was taken in by Tyler's alleged clairvoyant gift and told him how he wished to travel east, back to Stark County where he was from. Andrew Tyler agreed to take Daniel east, but only as a protege. He promised to pay him 50 cents a day plus expenses and teach him the art of fortune-telling.
50 cents a day? Wow. I give you 50 cents a day to teach you fortune telling.
Okay.
This English accent is considered is kind of East London, so wouldn't be considered sophisticated in the UK. Really?
Mm.
Wow. I wouldn't know. You sound too I don't know.
Country.
I don't know how they say it.
Daniel Heckerthorne agreed, but there would be one more condition. Tyler instructed Daniel to lure one of Peter Shamp's children into the nearby woods, poison him and hide the body.
Posh?
According to Tyler's plan, he himself would travel well clear of Williams County while the murder took place.
Is that what they would say is posh?
Mm-hmm.
Not posh. Oh.
Unposh.
There's got to be some kind of terminology to it. Like, for us, we got, like, redneck, you know,
Country.
country, Yankee,
Mm-hmm.
Midwestern. Californian accent.
Mm-hmm.
Got a lot of accents here.
Lots.
and return in 1 week.
Louisiana.
On his return, they would both visit the grief-stricken Champ family
That would be called
and, for a
Creole.
handsome fee, offer their psychic services to locate young David's body. Andrew Tyler assured a worried Daniel that he had successfully completed similar tasks before, and besides, if he did not do as he was instructed, or if he told anyone of their plan, he would kill him on his return. On the morning of June 20th, Daniel approached the Champ family home. There at the end of the lane, in the front of the house, he saw 5-year-old David.
What did you do to
Successfully
David?
coaxing him away, he walked with David around the fields owned by David's father and into the woods. There he offered the infant arsenic-laced candy.
Yeah, I have, Brian. I have been outside of the States. Lived in Italy. So.
Daniel later described how David began to cry as his face became slowly discoloured. Heckathorn waited for death to take hold, but impatience made him intervene. He said that he grabbed the boy by the heels, swung him around, and slammed his head into the trunk of an old beech tree.
Ow!
This was enough, he said, to end the life of David Champ.
Oh, Lord.
A coroner later confirmed the head injury, but some reports said the injury was caused by a wooden club. Heckathorn then...
What the fuck?
Nuts.
Why would you do that to a child?
Insane, bro.
I don't remember living there, Brian. I was only a baby. Naples. I don't remember it. I was a baby, so I have lived many lives. I have.
Stuffed the lifeless body into a hole in the trunk of the tree, covering it with rotted wood, leaves, and earth. He then walked back to his home to await the fortune teller's return. The search was triggered when a single witness, David's younger brother,
Hi,
told
pretty
his parents
pistol.
that he'd
We're
seen
okay.
David walking away with a man who referred to himself as their
Uncle
Daniel.
David. Oh, Daniel.
Following his arrest, Daniel Heckathorn was encouraged to speak openly at the inquest. When the full story of the crime came to light, Andrew F. Tyler was quickly found. They faced the jury in August of 1847 and were committed.
You should look up the pictures of Naples, Italy. It'll blow your mind. It's absolutely stunning, that place.
It is, man. It's amazing looking.
It really is. It's stunning.
Yeah.
Watermelon. Pretty Pistol says hello to you.
She's a baby girl.
She's just enjoying licking herself like she always does.
Yeah, she's a baby girl.
I should write a book. Everyone says that.
Yeah.
I don't know where I would start with a book.
Committed to jail to await their sentencing. As they left the courtroom, an angry crowd awaited. London's The Magnet newspaper, after receiving word from Ohio, wrote on August the 9th, 1847.
She is a clean queen.
It was with extreme difficulty that the crowd could be constrained from laying violent hands on the fortune teller and tearing him to pieces.
Jesus.
What?
Tyler and Heckathorn were not sentenced until 1848. Both were expected to hang, and indeed they were both sentenced to. But Daniel's sentence was later changed to life imprisonment when his, quote, imbecility was taken into account. Andrew Tyler, on the other hand, was taken to the gallows at Williams County Jail in the town of Bryan on January the 26th, 1849. There he was subjected to a painful and undignified execution. When the time came, Tyler gave a speech from the gallows to the angry crowd.
I actually want to visit Naples again. Just to see if I have any memories.
I bet you do.
Yeah.
The smell of the air and stuff.
Yeah, the smells, I would think, would trigger a memory or something.
I bet.
My mom did, Brian. But I don't know where those pictures went, so who knows?
He strongly upheld his innocence and followed his address with a prayer for those present who wanted to see an innocent man die. He said that he hoped that he would meet them all again in a happier world. Andrew Tyler had insisted that the hanging rope only have 1 foot of slack.
We lived in Italy for 2.5 years. No, Naples, Italy. Iconic. Naples, Italy.
Trapdoor was sprung. The short fall was not enough to kill him outright. Some of the crowd were forced to look away in horror as he struggled and swayed, his body in grotesque contortions. After a few agonizing moments, the trapdoor was lifted. As the rope was lengthened, the sheriff asked Tyler if he still maintained his innocence. Tyler replied, "I am innocent," moments before being plunged to his death.
That's awful.
That is awful.
Williams County journalist Kevin Maynard wrote a 150-year anniversary retrospective of the case for the Bryan Times in 1999, stating that the case marked the county's first recorded hanging, the result of its first recorded murder.
No, poor, I did.
This image, taken in 1865, shows what was the county jail in 1849.
The Twinsburg John Doe.
On February the 18th, 1982, 2 employees of a workshop on Cannon Road, Twinsburg, Summit County, went to the rear of a property to discard of wood shaving.
Yeah, I know, it's sad. It's like I have no pictures of my past. None.
Nothing.
Mm-mm. They're all gone. All of it is memories now. Later, Brian. I want a power nap myself. I get that. Our house was burned down when I was younger, so we lost all the pictures. Yeah. That's a lot of shit. Rev needs some Delta soon. Shanny needs some Delta
Shanny
soon.
needs it to see what basically happens, and this is how, because we really do totally share it. It's like an 800 milligram cart, right? So if you half it, because it's literally we toke back and forth until we're out. It's like 400 milligrams a day, which is not much. It's not much for CBD. It's not much, you know. But yeah, I become much less talkative when I'm feeling this way on the inside, and that stuff is what makes me feel better. That's just the way it is. You know? So I apologize.
That's true. You can see the physical change in Rev as it wears down. Yeah, you can. It's interesting, isn't it?
In a wooded area behind the workshop. There amongst the trees, one of the men saw a skull protruding from the earth and snow. At first, the men were unsure if what they had found was human and showed it around to other employees. When it was decided that they were looking at a human skull, the police were called. A search of the area uncovered a plastic bag 50 feet away
It
from
is
where
dark
the
as
skull
shit.
lay.
There's that
It
problem too.
contained more remains. However, they did not comprise a complete skeleton. When an examination of the bones was carried out by a Dr. J. Lawrence Angel, it was determined that the remains belonged to a 5'5" to 5'6" black male, aged between 20 and 35 years, who had suffered with adolescent kyphosis, which is a curvature of the spine. Some of the facial bones had been broken either before or shortly after death. When looking at the fragments of bones found in the bag, Dr. Angel said that the body had been dismembered, probably with an axe, and there were signs of shock, blast, and blunt trauma. It was also stated that the body may have been stored in a damp environment before being discarded. Forensic anthropologists determined that the remains had been there for 2 to 4 years before their discovery, putting the time of death as somewhere between 1978 and 1980. Murder was very much suspected, but the nature of death was, in 1982, marked as undetermined, and there was nothing to help authorities confirm an identity.
Nowadays, they would have found the fucker. With our technology?
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
My shirt either looks shiny or see-through. Really? Oh.
Well, we try not to ask if we don't need. That's it. We try not to ask if we don't need. If there's a need, we'd come to you, you know. There is today. But whatever, you know, we try not to do that.
Yeah.
But if someone offers, it's wonderful. It's a blessing.
Oh, we're orange as fuck right now.
Whoa.
Let me fix that.
Very orange. Not really Trump orange, like some kind of different orange.
Yeah. We'll figure it out. Let's see. There we go.
Cool. Normal skin tone.
It's just the lighting. I swear we're not like Trump colored.
Mm-mm.
Are you guys eating enough? You both look like you need nutrition, not because of the orange.
I'm alright. We got sandwiches and shit.
We're just sick of sandwiches.
Yeah, but it's food.
Yeah, it's
You
something.
know what I mean? Whatever.
Don't be Trump artificially colored, or Lindsey Graham.
Mm-hmm.
He got a Trump. He got the Trump special tan.
Coloring.
I know he's orange now.
Yeah.
It's got to be like Trump.
Mm-hmm.
Come on,
Remains
guys.
of
Come
Twinberg's
on.
only unsolved murder victim were placed in a pathologist's office, where they remained, mostly untouched, for the next 17 years. When the case was looked at again in 2009, and another pathology report was made, stabbing was deemed the cause of
You
death.
hot?
It was also noted that the bones showed
Like
signs
that
of
on?
charring, suggesting that the remains were at some point set alight. DNA was extracted from a tooth and femur bone,
fine.
and then put into the FBI's DNA database, known as CODIS, or Combined DNA Index System. Authorities in 2009 waited in hope, but no results were found. In 2016, facial reconstruction artist Samantha Molnar of the Ohio Bureau of Criminal Investigation made a clay model of the skull. The case again was televised along with the clay model and an earlier sketch made by a Kent State professor, in the hope that someone might recognise the victim. But it wasn't until 2018 that any further progress was made. That was when detectives from Akron contacted Detective Eric Hendershot of Twinsburg. They suspected that the remains found
How is
in
it different compared? Well, it's actually better in my opinion because it doesn't cause the paranoia.
You get all the positive benefits without that.
Yeah.
That's true.
And you don't get too messed up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was handling those big granddaddy perp joints, man. 30% THC.
I can't stop thinking about you not having any photos when you were growing up. No, it's
Yeah,
okay.
Sucks. It sucks. It does. But it had it. Whatever. I'll get to see you like that. Like Jesus will show me when I get to heaven. This is what Shanny looked like. You wanted
That's
to know.
true.
You wanted to know. There you go.
That's true.
That's your
Two
girl.
might belong to a missing person from their city. That lead ultimately went cold, but it lit a fire in the Twinsburg detective. He was determined to officially reopen the case and make another attempt at identifying the remains. He was reminded that Joseph D'Angelo, the Golden State Killer, had very recently been identified through the use of public genealogical databases, so he wondered if this could be the answer. He said, "It occurred to me that time's ticking. Soon enough, people won't be alive to remember him." In January of 2019, Detective Eric Hendershot contacted the DNA Doe Project, a non-profit group who use genealogy sites to help identify John and Jane Does across the United States.
John and Jane.
It took almost 2 more years, but in October of 2021,
They're married.
researchers came back to Hendershot with
Shane and
several photos.
Ryland.
Real wow,
This
that's
led
awesome.
the detective to Ross
That's
Little
great.
and Margaret O'Sullivan from
Congrats.
Cleveland. When Hendershot contacted them, they confirmed that they had a cousin who went missing back in the 70s. The missing man's brother, Johnny Little, they informed Hendershot, was alive and well in Georgia. Johnny was traced, he gave a DNA sample, and the result was a clear sibling match. Finally, after 39 years, Twinsburg's only unidentified
Oh
murder
shit,
victim
they
had a
finally
name.
did it. Yeah, my mom's name was Betty.
On December 14th, 2021, the Twinsburg Police Department announced that the skeletal remains belonged to Frank Little Jr. Little was born in Cleveland in 1943. He was, at one time, a promising musician, and during the early 60s, was a guitarist and songwriter for soul
Oh,
groups.
you can't see the fucking... Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm dumb as fuck.
No, you're running a show.
I forgot. I'm sorry, boo-boos. I'm sorry.
My girly girl.
Oh,
You struggling with heat?
I'm struggling with heat. I'm
And-
struggling with lethargy. I'm very tired right now. And, let me just talk to some people instead of watching this stuff. It's putting me to fucking sleep.
Okay.
It can be too much sometimes. Oh. Yeah, I was adjusting the color. uh,
Baby,
Hopefully I'll get better soon.
you feel better.
It's cold and rainy here. It's
Not that
It's
cold.
rainy here.
It's like just overcast.
No, it
But
says
yeah,
rainy.
Yeah, it does say rain.
It's 44 degrees out. And rainy. Apparently.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be raining all night.
Oh.
And then it turns to snow tomorrow
Okay.
at 11 a.m., 10 a.m.
Alright. Hopefully it'll just dissolve.
It's an awfully warm winter here.
It's pretty warm, yeah.
Yeah. I've been streaming a while. Haven't I?
Yeah.
I used to be able to do this like no problem. Now everything I do lately is just so much fucking effort and takes so much stamina. I don't get it.
Fatigue. It's fatigue.
And then people give you a hard time for afterwards. Yeah, that's true. Whatever. I'm trying. I think that should count.
It does count.
I think it does.
It does.
So sick of the knocks. I hope they're done soon.
It should be. 5, probably.
That's true.
The OJs, appearing on their
The
early
OJs?
songs such as Do the Jerk, Pretty Words, and Oh How You Hurt Me. The group, who originally held
Do the jerk?
Mm-hmm.
What do they mean, do the jerk?
Cool jerk.
What is is it a dance?
It's the cool jerk. I can't remember the move.
Do the jerk.
Don't you remember that?
Nowadays it means completely different.
Yeah. Cool jerk. The guy sings it in the shower in Home Alone.
Oh!
That song.
Oh, now I know.
Yeah.
from Canton, Ohio, moved to California in the 1960s. However, Frank Little's stint in California with the band was short-lived. He soon returned to his native Cleveland to a woman he missed and loved. He also served in the US Army for 2 years, which included a deployment to Vietnam. At this stage, not much else is known about Frank Little's life after the OJs, but he is known to have been living in the East 105th and Superior Avenue area of Cleveland during the mid-1970s. His brother Johnny described their last meeting in Cleveland in 1976.
I had just started a new job. Run into him and I showed him my check and he said, "Oh man, that's a nice book. Congratulations on your new job." And then we partied.
Frank Little Jr. also had a daughter who passed away in 2012, and a son who, as of December
So what'd he do?
2021, was thought to be living in Cleveland. He is yet to be located.
Oh, he's disappeared.
The OJs, who went on to become Rock and Roll Hall of Famers in
Amazing. I love the
2005,
OJs,
said that they had lost contact with Frank soon after he'd left them in California. They paid their respects to their fallen band member in an interview with Rolling Stone magazine. Lead singer Eddie Levert said, "He could have been a great entity in the music business.
Did you know people put creamer on their sodas, like coffee creamer? No. I don't know if I would like that stuff.
Nah.
That sounds gross.
Nah.
Nah.
If I want a coffee Coke, I'd get a coffee Coke.
Milk and Pepsi, I've heard of that. But you would think it would get all coagulated.
Yeah,
Ugh.
just get cream soda, yeah.
Right?
That's what I would say.
It's popular. Ugh. They do
Nah.
weird things on TikTok, though.
No thanks.
But he was in love, and love drove him back to Cleveland.
I never would have thought that this would happen to him. I don't know why anyone would do him like that. Margaret O'Sullivan, the cousin of Frank Little, who worked alongside Detective Eric Hendershot to identify him, said that she recalled seeing Frank play guitar when she was 16. The now 79-year-old said that she knew nothing about the OJs back then and didn't realise he'd been part of the group until years later. She added that she knew that Little had a son, but had lost contact with him. Frank's brother, Johnny, said the same, adding that he didn't even know his nephew's first name. Detective Eric Hendershot, although pleased that some closure has been made, said that the next step is to find Frank's son and, hopefully with his help, find out who killed his father. The investigation is ongoing.
Yeah, that's weird, Pello.
On September the 14th, 1878, Mr. Edwin French, a well-known Ohio businessman, died of typhoid fever at the home of his daughter and son-in-law.
No.
On Monday, September the 16th, the funeral, which was attended by family members and
Yeah, see, that sounds good, though, Celeste, mixing fruit with Sprite.
Yeah.
That's normal. That's what you do with punch.
Yeah.
But creamer? No.
No.
No, I ain't doing that.
Like it's like I don't even want to say family members anymore, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
One of my relatives' holiday punch was basically like Sprite, sherbet, and frozen strawberries. And oh my god.
Right?
You couldn't stop drinking it. It's so good. You can't stop drinking it.
Hi, Watermelon.
Hey baby girl.
How you doing, baby? Really?
Really? What? Okay. All right, then go ahead.
Wow.
You're a good girl. Yeah. Oh, go.
a large number of Cleveland citizens, took place at Willoughby Cemetery, and at 4 p.m., Edwin French
We don't
was
have anything
consigned
on
to the
Treat
French family
Stream,
plot.
Drag.
Nah.
Julius French, a son of the deceased, had expressed fears of grave robbers, so hired
Yeah,
a
I
man
don't
named
like
Mr. E. Bliss to
Treat
watch
Stream.
his father's grave through the first night. Bliss visited several times during the early evening, and all being well, didn't return for the next vigil until 1 a.m. As he approached Edwin's grave, he knew something was wrong. He could see that the earth was upturned, and clumps of mud surrounded the once-filled grave. There were also clear drag marks on the ground. Whoever had taken Edwin French's body had hastily dragged him from the coffin and for some distance along the grass. Mr. Bliss called for the son-in-law of the deceased, Mr. J.H. Boyce, and together they searched the area to find the discarded broadcloth coat in which the body had been dressed. Next to the muddy coat were fresh wagon wheel tracks and footprints. When word reached the people of Willoughby that morning, it said that the local hardware store was emptied of knives, revolvers, and ammunition before a large party headed in all directions. Mr. Boyce, knowing that the wheel tracks went in the direction of the city, headed that way.
French
The
accent.
majority of the mob joined him.
Your
A
French
train
girl.
dispatcher for the Lakeshore and Michigan Southern Railway who lived in Willoughby sent a dispatch to Julius French. It read, "Your father's body has been stolen. Put police on the watch for it immediately." When Julius French rushed to the Central Police Station in Cleveland to inform officers, several were sent.
Pizza without cheese is cruel and unusual. I agree, Celeste.
There always should be some cheese.
Yeah. What? Why? It shouldn't even be called pizza if there's no cheese on it.
Pretty much,
Like,
yeah.
To stand guard at all medical colleges in the city. This watch was kept up until daybreak, but nothing suspicious was found. At 6:25 a.m., word came from the Willoughby mob that a horse-led buggy had been seen heading towards the city. Shortly afterwards, police officers passing through Rockwell Avenue came upon a small
depends on the school. Pretty pistol.
carriage standing in a stable, haphazardly positioned as if it had been left in a hurry. Its wheels were caked in earth, and on inspection, grey hairs were found on the footboard. One of the officers present knew the owner of the stable well and questioned him about the carriage. The owner explained that he had let the vehicle to two young men the previous evening, and he was upset that they had left the carriage.
I have the sniffles. I don't know about Jason. It's 4:20, babe.
Oh.
All we need is $20. Because I have $1 something, and you have
6 something.
yeah, you got $6.89, and I have. Let's put it together.
Okay. You probably need like $20.
Hmm. How do we fucking?
It's at the top.
I'll let you do it. You
Yeah,
transfer it.
okay.
I don't know how to do it.
That's cool.
I'm dumb.
In such
not
poor
dumb.
condition, and
I am dumb as fucking rocks lately. They were truly trying to get at Shanny since she loves cheese. It was pretty mean. Yeah, fuck them. They're assholes. People are just assholes.
Yeah.
I'm hella stupid most days. Yeah, that's how I feel. Like, I'm forgetting shit. I can't remember things or names anymore. Complete and utter brain fog. Email? There you go.
had pushed the horse to its limits. It wasn't long before the men were found. Eugene Joyner, a known body snatcher, claimed to know nothing of the incident, but was soon persuaded into admitting his involvement. His accomplice, he said, was Dr. Irwin C. Carlyle, a young doctor living in the suburbs of Cleveland.
KK.
Eugene Joyner also told police officers that the body of Edwin French could be found at the Homeopathic Hospital College. With little confidence in his claims, police officers were sent with search warrants to all medical colleges in the city. It was a Lieutenant Morse and Detectives Reeves and Sullivan who followed Joyner's instructions by visiting the Homeopathic Hospital College on Prospect Street. They entered the dissecting room and began a search. Nothing unusual.
Ah. I have 3.5 hours left in my shift, so ready to be home to take a hot shower and eat some Taco Bell with the hub and our youngest. The oldest is staying with Grandma tonight. You look comfy. Yeah, I have to be today. I'm going through hot flashes and everything hurts me. So I'm like, screw it.
Unusual was seen at first, but after taking a look under the dissecting table, the sawdust on the floor, which was said to be 4 inches thick, had been disturbed. Morse, Reeves and Sullivan slowly pried up the floorboards to find the body of Edwin French in a wooden box, ready to be lowered into the pickling bolts. The corpse, which was later found to have been injected with arsenic, was removed and delivered to an undertaker to be prepared for reburial.
Oh no.
A most disrespectful treatment of a corpse, but especially so when you consider that Edwin...
Oh yeah, I have to be cool today. My body's driving me nuts today.
French had been a friend to the college and had pledged $100 towards a new building there. The college featured in the press again just 4 days later, when it underwent a more intensive search. This is when the blackened and grossly disfigured bodies of 2 women were found. The New York Times description of the scene on September 22nd, 1878, is nothing short of nightmarish.
Oh no.
So discoloured were they from the effects of the pickling water that they
Pickling
scarcely
water.
appeared to have been human forms.
Weird.
The grey hairs which had been smoothed by the loving hands of grown-up children when the bodies were laid away in their last resting place.
She was a naughty Yoshi. Petty Patty. She was a naughty Yoshi, and she should have known better.
Had been rudely tangled and torn from the heads. The clothing was torn, exposing the bare flesh in a revolting manner. Valuable sets of gold-plated false teeth, which had been buried with the corpse, had been rudely torn from the shrunken gums, and a horrid grin left instead of a peaceful look of death. The bodies had been crushed into the smallest possible compass and packed away in barrels like so much pork for winter use.
Oh my god.
How police officers discovered the identity of one of these women is not described, but they concluded that she was Angeline Higby of Garrettsville, Portage County, 35 miles southeast of Cleveland.
How would you figure that out back in that time, who the person is? Right? The email was sent. Okay, I'm gonna look. Let's see. All right, let's see if that's me.
My God, is it you?
I don't think that's me, but it awfully looks like me.
That looks like you, man.
Yeah,
That really looks like you.
but that's not me.
That is not you.
No.
Wow, Lee, that's your double. Like skinny or double.
Mm,
That's a double. You have a double.
I do.
Wow.
Wow.
They
Pretty-
look smaller though, just in general.
Pretty girl.
Well, yeah, it's your. That's,
But no, it's not me.
Okay.
You want to see? Okay. 1 minute. Gotta go back in the email. I mean, it does look like me, but that's not me.
It really does. Like the face, the features are like, whoa. Very close.
I mean, she does look a lot like me. I'll just be honest. All right, let me see if I can. Image. Could be on downloads. Yes. Wait, let me try to fix this color in here. Looks
Wow.
really bad.
It's locked.
Yeah. I mean, she does kind of look like me, but the coloring is so bad here. Let me see.
It's like all overexposed.
Yeah, is there any filters? There's no
You have
filters.
to add one to bring down the brightness.
Yeah.
Chroma, yeah. You know what you're doing, bro?
There we go.
That's it. I mean, that really looks like you.
It does really look like
That
me.
really looks like you. Like the features are the same.
Except the lips. Those are definitely not my lips.
Yeah, you got different lips. That's true. You're more pouty.
Right?
Yeah. But that does look like you. Like the nose is pretty close. And yeah.
It does. It does look a lot like me.
It does.
That's me. That's the pic my mom showed us. Is that me?
That
When was I taking that?
is that
I don't even remember that.
middle school? You were homeschooled for middle school. Right?
Are you sure that's me?
I mean, I found it hard to believe that it's not. It's like for real. Like it really looks like you. That is so your picture.
I don't even remember that picture.
I want. Yeah.
Where's my
looks-
fucking moles?
Yeah, I don't see him. I don't see him at all. Your mom shared this picture, huh?
I guess so.
I mean, that's your eyes, nose. I mean,
I guess so.
that is really your eyes and nose. I mean, if it's not you, that's literally a double. You have a clone. Like,
Yeah, I guess that is me.
Yeah,
If that's what my mom showed, I mean, she wouldn't show a weirdo. But I don't remember taking this picture at all.
oh, you're a pretty girl. You're a very pretty girl.
I was a baby girl.
Baby girl, very pretty baby girl. Yeah, moles come with age, yeah.
Huh.
Well, there you go.
I guess
got this
trauma
one.
does a fucked up shit to your brain. I don't fucking remember it that at all.
I'd say it looks like one of those middle school pictures that I took as a kid. Like you got that background. It's like a
Mm-hmm.
colored background. Maybe that picture was in the paper because it's black and white.
Maybe.
That was something that was in the paper. Were you ever in the paper? Do you recall being in the paper?
No.
You don't recall being in the paper. Okay. Like I said, if that ain't you, that's double. You have a clone out there.
I guess so. I guess that is me. If that's the case, I just don't remember it being taken.
Middle school.
I usually remember my pictures, though. Yeah, oh, wait. It's Charles D.O. in high school. That is me.
All right.
That is me.
Yearbook. That's your high school picture.
I guess. I just don't remember taking it.
You did not look happy. So you probably don't remember it because it's like, screw that shit.
I was very goth at that time, very emo. I'm sure my mom forced me to wear this stuff. And it's like, I just want to wear black. I wish I remembered that, though.
You're a pretty girl.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Well, now you've seen me.
Now I've seen you, yeah. You actually look a lot like fucking Teresa.
Would you have been staring at me?
Yeah, definitely. That's guaranteed. You're so cute. You're very... No, your eyes are like, wow. You have the bedroom eyes.
I wasn't happy during
No,
that
yeah, I
time.
could see
I
that.
was being very abused.
I'm sorry.
And I hated everything around me. I hated my life. I was not happy.
Well, I got to see you. You're pretty good.
You couldn't even recognize yourself. That's sad. Trauma messed up your brain. Yeah.
Wow, yeah. That's a good point.
I don't remember my yearbook photos either until I mean, it's from 98.
Yeah.
I mean, that's almost 30 fucking years ago.
I would remember my fucking yearbook photo, though. Like, that's interesting. You want to forget that time in your life, right? Pretty much. You don't want to remember it. So it makes sense that you wouldn't recall it. There's not good memories there. So there you go.
Your senior picture from 99 is cringe as fuck. I don't like seeing young pictures of myself. It triggers me, so I never even bother. Damn, I was in my daddy's ball sack in 98. Baby. My middle school pictures needed to be burned, though. I don't even remember that picture. You know, not only was my mom and dad abusing me, my sister was, too. She was always hitting the fuck out of me and smacking me.
It's not bad. In high school?
I want to see you in cornrows.
Oh,
That would be hilarious. Thank you, Pello. Totally different person from that girl. That girl was stuck in really bad place in her life, and CPS should have gotten her out of that. The Shanny stayed hot 30 years later. There you go.
That's true.
There you go. Shanny, sorry for asking, but if that is you in the pic, you obviously didn't have a weight issue at that time. No. No, I was a model. No.
She had died on August 23rd and was
I started gaining weight after my boys
laid to
born.
rest in Mesopotamia, Trumbull County. On September 21st, Julius French, the son of the late Edwin French, sent a telegram to the Higby family advising them to have her grave checked. The message was first received by her son-in-law, Mr. Knapp, who, not entirely convinced
Oh
by the
yeah,
story,
I believe it's having boys. Having boys bloats you out. I have PCOS, Pello.
and not wanting to cause any undue worry to the rest of the family, had the grave opened in secret. The earth there was well packed and difficult to penetrate, but after an exhausting effort, the hired men unearthed a small handsaw and eventually loose wooden boards. When they were raised, they were faced with an empty coffin. Mr. Knapp immediately returned to Garrettsville and
Oh yeah. When those suckers freaking pop, I'm like, I'm down. I'm
my
down.
God.
I'm like, my girl balls.
Oh.
You're about to be covered in cats.
I guess.
You have a Gavin wanting attention.
Hi, boy. What boy?
It's like she's on you. He's like, I don't know what to do. Okay. She's like, I'm gone. She left. He's like, okay.
What a cute boy.
If I had a full hysterectomy, would that help? Not really. I would go through early menopause. No. Other way around with me as a chubby, as a teenager, normal as an adult. Yeah, I didn't get so lucky with that.
Formed the son of Angela Higby. Together they travelled to the Cleveland Homeopathic College and identified the remains.
He was a chub teenager.
Mrs. Higby was
Oh, yeah.
dressed, placed in a coffin and handed over to an undertaker before being returned to
I got really
Garrisville
heavy
for
in the
reburial.
here.
The other body
Oh,
Wait,
he does have loving hands.
Baby.
He has the best hands ever.
My baby. I love you.
Yeah, I'm in early menopause, but I want to go full menopause. Holy
it was
crap.
removed to an undertaker where it was
Actually, it's
ascertained
called,
that it came
technically
from the town of
perimenopause.
Ravenna,
It's
Portage
right
County.
before it.
The Ravenna undertaker was contacted and came to Cleveland with the friends of a lady named Mrs. Pease, who had been interred at the Ravenna cemetery. They identified her by her scraps of clothing, but had already
This shit's
gone to the
boring.
trouble of unearthing her empty coffin before coming to the city.
I'm sorry to bore the folks with this. This shit's fucking boring to me as fuck right now.
Yeah. I think we're still on a big screen anyway.
Yeah, fuck this shit. I'm done. Fucking done. I'm fucking done with this world. Oh. Maybe someday I'll go home. Pert out. Let's watch Paranormal Activities.
Paranormal videos. Yeah, they're fun. We watched some like Frostmare or something.
Frostmare?
Or Chills.
Mm-hmm.
Frostmare. Yeah.
I can't believe that's my picture and I don't even remember it.
Yeah, that's pretty wild. I found it very, like, I'm looking at it, I'm like, that's you. But the nose, the eyes, mouth looked a little different, but that's
Yeah.
probably just the angle. Like, that's gotta be you, dude.
I don't remember any of my school pics. Okay. Well, I don't feel too bad about that then. I guess.
Yeah.
Do you remember your school pics?
Yeah, I do. I if I saw it, I'd go, yeah, that's me. That's my picture.
I was going through a lot at
Yeah,
that time.
I understand. Yeah, that makes sense. You know, you're pushing that shit. Like, fuck that time of my life, right?
I wasn't very self-aware during that time, to tell you the truth.
Mm.
I was very in myself.
Mm-hmm. How old were you in '98?
14.
14, okay. So that was before that horrible thing happened to you.
Yeah.
It was before that.
But there were other moments that were close to that.
Right.
I'm not getting into that, though. I don't want to trigger anyone.
Screw that shit.
Gavin slow blinks. That's because he's a good boy.
He's a good baby.
I'm a tired girl.
I'm tired baby boy.
I am. I'm a tired girl. I can't help being tired. Alright. I think I'm just going to get off now. Because I don't know what to talk about anymore. My brain is, like, dumb. If you would like to support us, you can go to PayPal at Shanny Needs Love or Cash App at Shanny Dorn or $ Shanny Dorn.
Yeah.
That would be nice. I might come on after that.
Delta energy.
Anyway, I'm gonna I gotta probably get something to eat. I have to force myself to eat lately. It's not good. Rev Dude? Yeah, $ Rev Dude.
No, not $.
Oh.
Rip, no. It's
Wait, this is his PayPal.
PayPal.
At Rev Dude.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah.
At Rev Dude.
I ain't got no Cash App.
No, he doesn't have a Cash App. He has a PayPal. That's
Yeah.
his PayPal. That's on the screen. Anyway, I am going to take some time to myself and probably lay down and probably force myself to eat something. I'm so sorry, Ride Cowboy. What have you been eating? Alright, guys. I'll see you when I see you. I love you guys. Bye-bye.